Oh, yeah.
File teaching.
Oh, I like the most of Canadian people. They had the open minds for all cultures, for diversity peoples.
Hello.
Bonjour.
안녕하세요.
Moving to a new country can be challenging for seniors. You leave your home, your life, your friends, and part of your family behind. This can make people feel many different emotions.
I moved to Canada with my son and my daughter from Lebanon to Germany and from Germany to Alberta, Calgary.
The main reason to move to Canada is my close family. My daughter, her husband, and my grandchildren.
Moving to Canada, for me, was okay because I still live with my sister. When I got here, I love it because I love snow.
At the beginning, in a new country, usually we call it the honeymoon phase. Everything is great, wonderful, oh, the snow, so white. But that wears off, and then you start the actual culture shock, seeing the differences as bad things, and that could lead to withdrawal and feelings even of depression and frustration.
You may feel that your role in your family and your community has changed. The skills you have may not be recognized. Some of you may struggle with learning a new language. These are all common challenges that seniors can face.
These are people that have a lot of experience and knowledge, sometimes academic credentials, but they cannot perform those activities in the new country.
Before I am agriculture engineering, I graduate 1976, but I learn everything Arabic, not English.
The first challenge is to move to Canada is the language, because my language is Spanish. I need to English here.
English is the key of to live in the Canada. Till now, I am learning. Till now.
Traveling by yourself in your new home can be challenging. You have to learn a new transportation system in a language that is not your own. But there are people, tools, and organizations that can help you.
I learned to go to the different place, for example, to the doctor, to the hospital, to the libraries, to CCI. I take the bus. I get the bus.
Back home, when I wake up, I get out on the house. I know where I have to go. Now, when you come into Canada, you can't know if you're going left or right. It's new for me.
When the area I don't know where or how to take a bus, I ask my daughter or my son, please, can you help me? But very difficult, not easy for me because I don't have internet in my phone. When I make mistake, I learned.
Transportation options for seniors and newcomers varies depending on the location. There are agencies in different cities also that provide rides in vans, sometimes in small minibuses, to medical appointments at a reduced rate. There are these minibuses that take them grocery shopping with some volunteers that help them out, carry the bags and all that. So those are some of the options usually available.
As you adapt to your new home, you may worry about losing part of your identity. Canada is a diverse country that welcomes different cultures. Many cities have centers or neighborhoods where you can meet people, eat food, and enjoy art and events that celebrate your culture.
retaining our sense of culture as newcomer is very important because it's part of our identity. As immigrants and newcomers, we have more than one identity. One important thing in the adaptation process is not to avoid overvaluing one culture over the other. It's just, yes, noticing the differences, but accepting both as equally valuable.
I keep my culture here in Canada like Syria, my back home. My scarf, white, these, all of the women from Damascus put this color. And for my food almost traditional.
I go to the barbecue because in Colombia we had barbecue one time per month, and here only in summer.
It is important for seniors to keep practicing their traditions because that's part of who they are. It's part of who you are. It's your identity. It is important to keep that as a starting point to opening up for new traditions and new cultural habits and things like that.
There are many organizations that offer free programs for seniors. They are a great place to meet people, get information, and attend community events.
Newcomer seniors have resources very easily accessible through nonprofit organizations that work to help newcomers to Canada, but also church groups. Their faith or any church group would usually be open to helping them out. And also community centers. The cities usually offer programming specifically for seniors, and some of them more suitable for immigrant seniors.
When I arrived to Alberta, Calgary, I meet only people in the library, sometime activity like dance, like music, like meeting other senior in the city hall sometime, drink coffee, tea, and some snack.
I used to go to YMCA. It was fun swimming, maybe playing basket, women playing soccer too.
I will go to the library for conversation group. They had many programs especially for all the elderly.
Another great way of getting involved in your community is by volunteering. Volunteering can help you meet people, learn a new language, and feel less isolated.
Volunteering is exactly like working without the pay. Volunteering in Canada is a branch of the economy. It really does make things work better. Nonprofit organizations are always looking out for volunteers to help out with their mission.
Here in Canada, I learn what is the volunteering. Volunteer is very good for take Canadian experience. The Canadian people very polite, like thank you, sorry, smiling.
J'ai aidé dans le soup kitchen, toutes les affaires même. Le bénévole, c'est une bonne chose. Quand tu fais ça, c'est pour aider les autres. Si quelqu'un t'aide ici, tu dois aider les autres aussi.
Some volunteer opportunity are like dancing, like sewing, like teaching any languages. Help each other for everything.
C'est à toi de choisir ton activité. C'est pas quelque chose que quelqu'un pourrait te faire à toi, de dire de le faire. Parce que l'indépendance, pour moi, l'indépendance, c'est qu'est-ce que tu veux faire.
If you are a newcomer senior and you are able to give back to the community that has welcomed you, It makes you feel good knowing you're doing something that is good for others. And usually you would gain and benefit from it yourself. So the benefits multiply. My advice for senior newcomers is to come out and play. We are glad you're here. We're very happy to have you. And let others know that you're here. So connect with your neighbors, with local cultural community centers, with agencies that are helping newcomers. And I would also say, please get ready for winter.
Don't be afraid to go to school to learn English, because if English is not your language, it's very important for you.
Be patient when you come in. You're going to be patient. Mais c'est tout ce que tu fais de bon, il y a toujours une différence dans ta vie. Peut-être tu peux pas le voir maintenant, mais ça va arriver.
I can't do anything here. I hope to give Canada some of my experience.
Be kind with yourself. It's okay if you feel homesick or sad, frustrated because of language barriers. It's okay. You've made it this far, and there are a lot of resources and supports available to you, and you will be okay.